Hello, my friends! How are you? Today, I will tell you about one of the greatest and smartest queen of the history, Cleopatra. A long time ago, in Alexandria, a very important city in Egypt, a very smart girl was born. Her name was Cleopatra. She came from a family of pharaohs, and she loved to learn. What she liked the most were languages. They say she could speak up to 8. Cleopatra had a little brother named Ptolemy, and together they happily played in the palace by the Nile River. But sadly, when Cleopatra turned 18, her father passed away. That's when the two siblings became rulers. At first, they ruled together, but they argued a lot. Ptolemy didn't want to share the power. So, with the help of his advisors, he sent Cleopatra far away from the palace and took her crown. Cleopatra had to live in another city, but she didn't give up. Using her intelligence and bravery, she came up with a plan to return. She knew she was strong and capable of caring for her people. And then, something incredible happened. Cleopatra heard that a powerful Roman general named Julius Caesar had arrived in Egypt. She thought he might help her get her throne back. But she couldn't just walk into the palace, so she hid inside a rug. And when they unrolled it, surprise, there was Cleopatra! Julius Caesar and Cleopatra became great friends, and they fell in love. He promised to help her, and thanks to his support, Cleopatra became Queen of Egypt once again. Later, they had a son named Caesarion. Cleopatra lived in Rome for a while with Julius Caesar, but one day, something very sad happened. Julius Caesar was attacked and died. Even though her heart was broken, Cleopatra didn't give up. She returned to Egypt and continued ruling with courage, now alongside her young son, Caesarion. Years later, another Roman leader named Mark Antony invited Cleopatra to meet with him. He wanted to talk about the problems between Rome and Egypt. When he saw her arrive on her ship, full of treasures, he was amazed. Not just because of the ship, but because of how smart Cleopatra was. Mark Antony and Cleopatra fell in love and joined forces to protect Egypt. Together, they lived a golden age. They worked as a team, helped their people, and celebrated with big feasts. But not everyone in Rome was happy. Octavian, Julius Caesar's nephew, was very upset with their union. He said Mark Antony no longer cared about Rome, only about Egypt. So, he declared war on them. The war was very hard. Cleopatra and Mark Antony tried their best to defend Egypt, but they were defeated. It was a very sad moment. And since they didn't want to be captured, Mark Antony and Cleopatra chose to say goodbye to the world, together. Cleopatra was a great leader. She fought for her people and for her dreams. We remember her not just as a queen, but as someone who proved that courage and intelligence can change history. The story of Cleopatra teaches us that being brave and smart opens doors, even in the hardest moments. I hope you liked Cleopatra's story. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to hear new biographies and watch new videos. Bye!